What's up, everybody? Let's spill a little bit of nepotism tea on Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, today. Ivanka's husband, Trump's daughter. So, in 2017, he's made special advisor to Trump. Also, the head of the Office of American Innovation. He held both of those titles until Trump lost the election, which, he lost the election in 2020. And in 2020, when COVID got started, Kushner was apparently one of the bigger voices in Trump's ear, letting him know that he thought that the media was exaggerating the, spread and the scale of COVID, saying that it wasn't that big of a deal. So if you remember Trump coming on TV over and over again talking about how it's not that big of a deal, I've been around people with it, it's not a big deal. You can thank Jared for a lot of that. Okay, so Trump gets out of office. Jared starts an investment group called Affinity Partners. He goes overseas and he starts taking investments from the Saudis. He's tied heavily to Israel and has been for years. Him and Netanyahu are good buddies, work closely together. While he passed through the Abraham Accords, Kushner was probably a key figure in that. Now, the Abraham Accords are put in place to give countries and businesses the incentive to work with Israel and be pro-Israeli and anti-Palestinian. And that was, one of his bigger pet projects. So he's tied in with them like that now, right? So then Trump gets back in office and he tags him to go over with Steve Witkoff and be negotiators to try to bring an end to the Ukraine and Russian war, which you see how well that happened. So then he sends him from there over to, he's the head negotiator in the deal with Iran right now. Now, how can you objectively broker a peace deal with a country when it is you are actively tied to, business-wise, the country that they're at war with? I mean, he's in deep with Israel and Saudis. He's taken, according to the Senate Appropriations Committee and Oversight, he's taken $154 million in advisory fees from the Saudis, just over the last 4 or 5 years. Now, in 2024, he was asked to stop doing that and separate his business interests over there as long as he was going to be serving a role in the government here. Well, he said he would do that. Well, he instead ramped it up to now he's seeking $5 billion in investments from companies over there. Now, this money is supposedly, like I said, for an advisory role. Well, they've never been any kind of profit turned from any of these dealings that he's had with them, or any of the advice he's given them. They've not used to invest or profit in anything. So it's more likely the fact that he's taking that money for to shape policy from over here in American policy to suit the needs of Saudis and Israel. But whatever. Then to mention there, him and his daughter, Trump's daughter, and Jared have bought an island off of the coast of Albania. Susan Island, they bought it with illegal money, illegally, or this, that, and the other. The government pushed through a bunch of laws that violated environmental protection thing that's going on there. The citizens are revolting. There's an investigation into it for corruption, fraud, all kind of shit like that going on over there. This is after they got kicked out of Belgrade for doing the same thing. He went over there and tried to shove a resort up their ass, and it come out fraudulent, and they had to leave there. He's a real great guy. He really is, So let's go to his father, Charles Kushner. Convicted in 2005 of, I don't even know how many, dozens and dozens of tax fraud crimes, right? And then corrosion of a witness. His sister and his brother-in-law were the ones who turned witness against him, state witness, and they were the ones working with the authorities. So he gets charged with corrosion of them because he pays a prostitute to seduce his brother-in-law and records it all in the motel rooms, cameras in the motel room, and it comes out. They work with him anyway because they don't care about the blackmail, I guess, and he gets charged for that too. So goes to prison. Trump pardons him in 2020, and then in 2025 makes him ambassador to France and Monaco. So tell me again that there's no nepotism involved in this administration. You've got his sons over there with military contracts with the Pentagon. You've got his son-in-law working with the country, shaping the policy and negotiating deals with the people we're at war with. I mean, come on, man, I guess I'm just crazy though. Who knows, you know? Guys, if y'all like what I do, hit that like button, follow me, hit that follow button, and subscribe, please. It helps me out. And if you want me to keep doing stuff like this, I'm all about it. But it's a deep dive, man, because there's a lot to the Kushners and everything like that. I mean, it gets deep. But that gives you an idea of it anyway. I'm scratching the surface. Y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later.